Hi, my name is Denise Gammon, and I am the Education and Outreach Specialist with Central Virginia Waste Management Authority. Today, I am very excited because I get to share with you books. These books I use for my education and outreach programs when I go into an elementary school classroom or I host a virtual program in an elementary school classroom. I usually read a book that really helps support the understanding of reducing, reusing, and recycling right, or preserving natural resources as well. So while CVWMA does not own the copyrights to any of these books, nor do we recommend these books over any other books, I do use them quite frequently, want to use them, or use them for reference. So if you are a teacher or a paraprofessional or a parent or a grandparent or anyone who reads to kids, stick around. I have 5 great books that I'm going to share with you today. So my first book is one that I have read online and shared in a video before. This is called Dear Earth from Your Friends in Room 5. And it's a really great book to teach kids about the things that they can do to reduce, reuse, and recycle. It also has some scaffolding and some other educational opportunities to talk about the months of the year because the students are writing letters to the earth, one for each month of the year. And then they also talk about the seasons and the seasons that those months fall in. So for example, in April, they start talking about how they want to plant a garden and how it's time to prepare, even though it's still a little chilly. In the summer, they talk about all of the summer things that they experience and how they can reduce, reuse, and recycle. So it's kind of a nice book that has a bunch of really good information in it. And also talks about reducing, reusing, and recycling. It also comes with a cool dust cover poster. So if you like to get these BOGO situations, this is a poster that talks about reducing, reusing, and recycling and things that students can do, one for each month of the year, that will help them reduce, reuse, or recycle right. And it's kind of nice because it has like a little bit of a laminated sort of feel to it. So I believe that you can check off or do a little box beside it and like star things that your students have done and then wipe them off at the end of the year. So again, that is Dear Earth from Your Friends in Room 5. And I've used that a lot for my outreach programs, as have I used My Friend Earth. I have also read this online, and it is a beautiful book, and I use it to talk about Earth's natural resources. It's a gorgeous book because not only are the pictures beautiful, but the pages, there's a lot of paper art, so the pages are cut out to represent things or fold in different ways. Similar to My Friend Earth, or excuse me, Dear Earth, this book goes through the months of the year or the seasons of the year. It doesn't specifically call out months and seasons in conjunction, but you do know when you have summer and spring, and you can ask students, what time of year does it snow? What time of year do the leaves fall? And so it's a great book to talk about seasons, but also natural resources that the earth gives us. This is going to be pretty easy for younger independent readers, as long as they have those really good phonics skills. There are no words that are super difficult in here without some support or, a little bit of sounding out. So My Friend Earth, really good book, beautiful book, seasons, natural resources. This book can be read at story time, but I do suggest you give a little bit of background information. Maybe start with Friends from Room 5. This is called The Mess That We Made, and it talks directly about the trash that is in the world's oceans and how it is negatively affecting humans, but also the people that live in the water or eat seafood or live on Earth, so everyone. And it does talk about reducing, reusing, and recycling. And it talks about things that are pollutants. And at the end, they do begin to have a beach cleanup. And that helps the environment and helps the oceans. And at the back of the book, it shows you all of the garbage patches that are in the Earth's oceans. And so these are the large ones that scientists do track. And so again, that is the mess that we made. And it talks about the world's oceans, but also how trash directly impacts sea creatures and what we need to do to try and reduce that trash. The next two books I do suggest, they're great to have, but this is going to be for an upper level independent reader. So 5th grade, I might even throw this in a 6th grade classroom. It's called What a Waste. And it has a little bit of an encyclopedia sort of system, but like a kid's encyclopedia system. So you get information on plastic and what happens to plastic if it goes into the landfill, the types of plastic, and how many plastic bottles are bought per second. It has a lot of really good information, but like I said, it's not a circle time book. It's definitely something that you would want to give to a independent reader, because polystyrene is not an easy word to read or sound out. Polypropylene, polyethylene, terephthalate. So big words, right? But good, lots of good reference, lots of good information in it. Old Enough to Save the Planet is another great book that I would probably have around the classroom for my 4th grade, 5th grade, and again, maybe even into 6th grade readers, independent readers. It's called Old Enough to Save the Planet, and it gives many biographies of kids who are working to save the planet, to do something that helps their community take one step closer to being environmentally friendly, or cleaning up or planting trees that helps the earth. We're smart enough to stop buying single-use plastic. I'm powerful enough to preserve the environment. So it has nice, I am very growth mindset statements. Sorry about that. Growth mindset statements, but it also has lots of little bit of information and focuses on biographies of kids around the world who are change makers, protecting endangered species. I'm compassionate enough to protect animals. And so it's a really great book. It's very vivid and beautifully drawn. So those are the 5 books that I use or have on hand so that I can have some reference for kids if they need it. They are great books to have around your classroom. And I know that there's probably 1.5 million more books out there that are available to talk about environmental education, reducing, reusing, and recycling. And I'm going to be honest, I'm excited to learn about those. So feel free to share any books that you would like to suggest in the comments, or email us if you would like to. If there are any books that you would like us to read that we haven't read yet, please feel free to fill that information down below. And I hope that you're going to have a wonderful school year and continue enjoying all of these great books and enjoy your students as well. So thank you and have a lovely day.